We have a Harvard professor who's calling for academic blacklisting of Trump administration members. I found this at the Daily Wire, and they cite the Boston Globe. In an op-ed for the Boston Globe, remember the Boston Globe, the one that's organizing editorials against the president? Dana Roderick, professor of international political economy at Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government, calls for what is effectively an academic blacklisting of members of the Trump administration who, Roderick contends, should be prohibited from receiving even a semblance of honor or recognition, quote unquote, from the gatekeepers of higher learning. He writes, universities should uphold both free inquiry and the values of liberal democracy. The first calls for an unhindered exchange and interaction with Trumpist views. The second requires that the engagement be carefully calibrated, with not even a semblance of honor or recognition bestowed on those serving an administration that so grossly violates liberal democratic norms. Mr. Producer, you know what I'm going to tell you to do? Get a hold of this guy, will you? See if he can kind of bring him in slowly, like a fish, okay? Roderick's open call for academia to treat members of the Trump administration differently than members of all previous administrations follows outrage from academics over the University of Virginia Public Affairs Center appointment of Mark Short, Trump's former director of legislative affairs, to be a one-year senior fellow. Before that, Harvard appointed Trump campaign staffer Corey Lewandowski as a fellow at the university's Institute of Politics. Such appointments, Roderick argues, presents a serious dilemma to administrations due to the danger of normalizing and legitimizing what can only be described as an odious presidency. So, the fascist totalitarian mindset that is in so many ways modern academia. We can have a debate as long as I don't consider you out of bounds. We can take Marxists. Oh, yes. We can take democratic socialists. We can take about just anything. But the Trumps, no. We can't take those people. The Trumpists is what they call us, I guess, because it rhymes, I guess, with Marxist, which he may be. But I'm going to be very gentle, very temperate, because I would like Danny Roderick, professor of international political economy at the Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government, to appear on the program so we can have an honest discussion about this. So, Mr. Producer, just gently try and reel him in, will you? Academic blacklisting of Trump administration members. You know, if we were talking about communists, they would say, how dare you blacklist a communist? Those days are over. What are you, Joe McCarthy? But if you're blacklisting Trump administration officials, wow, that is really cool. That's a good thing. We can't have that. This is a stain on our institution, a stain on our democracy, a.k.a. republic. We can't have that. And he uses the word stain. The stain extends beyond political operatives and covers economic policy matters as well. Trump cabinet members and high-level appointees share collective responsibility for propping up a shameful presidency. They deserve opprobrium, not merely because they hold cranky views on, say, the trade deficit or economic relations with China, but also, and more importantly, because their continued service makes them fully complicit in Trump's behavior. Roderick defends what he describes as his call for defining clear rules of engagement. I wonder if he advises Antifa with members of the Trump administration by insisting that there is no conflict between encouraging free speech and exchange of views, which these rules are meant to support, in the university making its own values clear. Well, of course there is. But I will bite my tongue once again, and we will do our best to secure the scheduled appearance of Danny Roderick, professor of international political economy at Harvard University School of Government, so we can discuss this issue of academic blacklisting. What's the chances he comes on? Mr. Producer, I really hope you pull this. You pull this off, I'll give you... You pull this off, I'll give you one additional vacation day. What do you think of that? Oh, yeah.